Hello friends, today I wanted to do a really quick book review for you because this is a book that I just reread. I read it for the first time about a year ago, and I almost never reread books that soon after the first reading, and I realized that I didn't talk about this book very much on BookTube the first time I read it. I didn't do like its own review, but I love this book. It's probably one of my favorite books I've ever read. It's just a really, really great contemporary read, and it is called Domestic Violets by Matthew Norman. I just love this book. It's probably going to be hard for me to articulate exactly why I think you might love it too, but I'm going to give it a try. First of all, this is a book that I first bought on my Kindle about a year ago. It was a Kindle daily deal, and it caught my eye because the cover is just beautiful. It's just this beautiful bright blue with this beautiful typography, and the title caught my eye because I thought it sounded really clever, and I had been seeing it on Goodreads, and I was just like, I have to get it. This is a book about a man named Tom Violet. He is an advertising copywriter for a big corporation that he's not even quite sure what they do. He has a wife, he has a young daughter, he has a dog, and his father is a very famous and very decorated writer. So he's sort of living in the shadow of his father, who has a lot of fame and a lot of attention, but also a lot of really poor decision making in his relationships. He admires his father, but he's trying not to become him. It's just a really interesting dynamic, but it's basically just a story about Tom and his life and his struggles with work, his struggles with his wife, his daughter, his father, and yeah, I mean, it's called Domestic Violets. It's a pretty domestic story, but the writing in this book is so funny, and I related to Tom so well. I just can't recommend this enough as like a really fun, really easy, really great contemporary read. One of the reasons that I'm making this video is I only know one person who's read this, and it's someone I know just from school in real life, and I would just love it if someone would read this so that we can talk about it. And I kind of want to know if I'm crazy and if I'm just sort of like the only one who loves this, or if, you know, I want to be validated. So basically, I would love it if you would read this and talk with me about it. If you have read this, please, please, please let me know. I know I didn't give you a ton of information, but it's just a lovely book. It's just so fun. It's so funny. I laugh out loud when I read this, and I just love it. So this has been a very short and vague book review, but just read it. Okay, bye.